In this video, I'm gonna give you 5 questions to help you figure out exactly what you want in your life. Let's get into it. Knowing what you want is one of those things that sounds very simple, but it's not always that easy. And often I talk to people and they don't really know what they want. They can tell me exactly what they don't want, all the things they want to move away and have less in their life. But when you start to ask them, what do you really want in your life? What do you want your life to look like? What kind of things really will excite you? What would give you purpose and meaning? People get quiet, people start to think, people start to look for answers, and often they have a big picture. They have a big general idea. I want more money, I want more success, I want more love. All those things that everybody wants. But when you ask them to go deeper in what really turns their life on, they don't really know. And so in this video will help you get clarity, because if you are not defined by a vision of the future, you will be defined by your past. What does that mean? Meaning that you will end up living a repeatable, predictable life based on your past experiences, based on your past beliefs, based on your past desires. Why? Because you're not moving toward anything, and our mind is like a GPS. We need to input a destination, and if not, we're just gonna run on autopilot subconsciously, doing the same thing over and over again, and things might be okay, but they'll just remain okay. If we're not growing, we grow stale, and we end up confused, directionless, stuck, lost, and life has, it loses this excitement, it loses this motivation, it loses that, fire that we can have as human beings to express our desires, our vision, our goals, whatever you want to name it. And that's the beauty of having goals, of having desires, and knowing what you really want. It helps you move in life, and life, I truly believe, is about expansion, is about evolution, and is about constant growth. That's why progress equals happiness. When we're doing something new, even if it's not perfect, even if it's not always working, we feel alive, we feel expanding, we feel like we're progressing, and we feel happy, we feel great, we feel proud of ourselves. So let's get into those 5 questions. The first thing I really invite you to do, guys, is to take a moment where you can be quiet, when you can have time, because it's important. It's about your life, it's about what you want. So you should make the time, you should make the space, you should have the right headspace. So I invite you to breathe slowly, take a couple of nice breaths, ground yourself, connect to your heart, take a piece of paper, write it down. It's important. Don't write it on your phone. Connect to the paper through the pen and have it somewhere where you can look back. You ready? Here are the 5 questions. Question number 1. If no matter what I did, nobody would judge me or criticize me, what would I want? Question number 2. If what I wanted wasn't bad or wrong, what would I want? Question number 3. If I had all the resources and all the skills I need, what would I want? Question number 4. If I could improve or change anything in my life, what would I want to change or improve? And question number 5. If I am really honest with myself, what do I really want? Those are amazing questions that if you take the time to answer truthfully, you will see pattern in your answers. And I invite you to not be just writing big pictures, but to go into specifics, to go wherever your mind and your heart takes you, and to just really brainstorm, to not limit yourself in what you think is possible, what is impossible, or what you don't know how it's going to happen, or don't limit yourself in any of these concepts, but just let it flow. Let it out on paper, and then reflex. Have a look at what's on this paper. Have a look at which one feels like the most exciting for you. If you come up with a bunch of ideas answering those 5 questions, Some will be much more exciting than others, even though they're all kind of things you desire, but you can prioritize them. And so then what you can do is make a list. Okay, out of all those things I wrote down, what is the number 1 and number 2 and number 3? Or maybe even the top 5, that if I could choose from any of those, I would choose those 5 to make in my life right now. Because that gives you focus, that gives you things that excite you the most, that you want the most, and then you can start to focus on those things. And then the step is about, what can I do? And getting started in a process of bringing this to life and manifesting what you want. If you need more resources on how you get started on doing this, please check out the channel. There's a lot of videos about visualizing, about taking action, overcoming your fears. You'll find a lot of resources based on where you find yourself. But the most important and really the first step is to know what you want. Because once you have that direction, you can start moving in that direction. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and let me know what you think down in the comment, and I will see you in my next video. Be well.